So did the bird horse. 600 points.
So my question to you was, when you jump with all that stuff, what happens? What do you do?
Well, let me set this up real quick, and I'll go over all the parts. So this is a M1950 weapons case.
Okay.
Okay. It's padded.
Yep.
Because of padding, it's insulated.
I see that.
It's enough to accommodate an M16, or I'd say probably a M14 may fit.
Okay, will you please tell me what an M14, M16 is?
M16 is select fire, which is can be full auto or 3-round burst, and semi-automatic. It is the original platform of this.
Oh, okay. So it's a gun.
Yes, those are your primary weapon, at least
Okay.
when I jump. Now, pocket right here, we didn't have these when I was jumping, but this year's obviously for magazine.
Okay.
So,
Extra ammo.
well, ammo for you don't jump it with a magazine in.
Oh, okay. So that is your ammo.
Yeah.
Where did you, if you didn't have that pocket when you were doing it, where was it?
In our magazine pouch on our side.
Okay, so it jumped with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So never. I believe it's don't ever put it in there with the barrel up or barrel down. So now we got a zipper here, heavy duty zipper.
Oh, that sounds heavy duty.
Oh.
Stop. It's on film.
And there's used to be a snap here. It broke.
Mm-hmm.
You take a snap. You take this extra strap. You put the strap around the snap and snap it.
Okay.
That keeps it from becoming unzipped.
All right.
Now the rifle's in there. Make sure it's all the way down. Take this bad boy. Pick up the slack.
Got it.
For 200 points, is W for work? W?
Haven't done this in over 20 years.
Let's try the P.
Now, do you
20
do all of that stuff before?
Before you rig up.
Right.
Okay. Now you've seen the harnesses that we jump with.
Yes.
Okay. Where your reserve parachute hooks up.
Right, it's across your stomach.
Right. Well, you have a D-ring on your left and a D-ring on your right.
Okay.
That's where the reserve parachute hooks up to.
Okay.
Okay, and I've got one in there if you need me to show you.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you want to get it, that'd be great.
I like to give blank a good squeeze before I pay for them. Okay. And our top 7 answers? Go.
Peaches. Melon.
Out of turn. 5-second penalty.
Avocados. Rolls. Tomatoes.
And we're about to see how you hook all of this gear onto yourself and then manage to drop it and land.
Forgot where I put it.
Okay.
This is, I do believe, a T10 reserve.
Yes, it is. It's
Now-
a side pull, yes?
Oh, perfect. So these
Yep.
usually aren't on there. But these hook onto the D-rings on your parachute harness.
Right.
Okay. So we're going to pretend that these are the D-rings.
Okay.
Blanks, each worth 200 points.
Now, rigged up,
We're going to go for P because whenever I
you know, with your main in your reserve.
Right.
This is your lowering line. There's another D-ring off to the left. Or
Okay.
and left and right. So what you would do is once you're rigged up, you would take this, you'd hook it onto the D-ring.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. This also hooks onto the D-ring as your reserve. This one
God,
hooks
that's
onto the
heavy.
side. This one hooks onto the side D-ring.
How heavy is that?
like bananas.
10, 15 pounds.
Okay.
So this hooks onto the side D-ring.
Gotcha.
Now, and then the yellow strap wrapped around your leg.
Bananas?
Now, when you jump, when you get, I believe it's 200 feet above ground level or AGL.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, this is connected to the D-ring as your reserve.
Right.
So this is connected. This here is your lowering line.
Mm-hmm.
Lowering line see here. Didn't have those either. Lowering line is, I think, 15 feet long. Nylon strap that connects your weapon, and in that picture it was
Yeah, it was
dragon
ginormous.
right. So we're using this as in place of, but so when you come out and you're about 200 feet above ground level, 200 to 300. You look for a place. You look for a place to land. You prepare to land. You lower your equipment. So when you lower your equipment, again, this is connected to the D-ring on your reserve.
Correct.
This one's connected to the D-ring on your side. Okay. Now the lowering line is looped through this heavy webbing strap. Okay. So this connects this to you. So what happens is when you lower your equipment, you take this clip right here, and see how it's locked in right like so? It's quick release. And that releases the weapons case from you. This stays connected to you.
Right.
So that is a quick release.
So it's going to land next to you.
No, it's going to land before you.
Okay.
Now, once this drops away from you, and this is connected to you, what happens is this extends, keeping it connected to you.
Okay.
So your weapon, and I'll tell you about the rucksack in just a second, but it lands 15 feet before you, so you don't have to what's called ride it in. Now, when jumping a rucksack along with a weapon, now we used Alice. Your lowering line is your lowering line is actually attached to your ruck frame. Okay? This, instead of being here, this, you pull this out just a little bit, you route it through the webbing, like so, and then to your D-ring.
Got it.
Now the rucksack, you have an H harness, and on the very bottom of the rucksack, which is the top when you jump it upside down.
Right.
You've got a heavy-duty nylon strap or canvas strap that you pull, and there's also a quick release. It involves cables and eyelets and all that. So you pull that lowers your rucksack, separates it from you.
What's in the rucksack?
All your gear, your extra clothes, extra boots, rations, extra ammo, radios. So
How much does that weigh usually?
it can range between 35 pounds and over 100 pounds, depending on the soldier of the mission. So once you lower your rucksack and it extends the length of the lowering line, then you come up here with the quick release. Oh, he's hating this part.
Hi, Lacey Ann.
So then, after you lower your rucksack, the next thing you do is you take the palm of your hand and you pop that. And since this was attached to your rucksack and the lowering line is fully extended, it's routed through here, then your weapon just, wrong end. Your weapon just slides down like a zip line on top of your rucksack.
Perfect.
And then you land.
When I think of Samuel L. Jackson,
Now, when you were talking about, you were jumping with a big
It was Stinger missile.
piece of ammunition, right?
At once. It was a big Stinger missile.
Stinger missile.
Now, and this is when you're jumping a piece of ordnance or whatever, something external besides your weapon, long, say missile. That will get rigged up to you similar to this, but we had to jump our weapon exposed, wrapped up and tied off into our back strap.
Okay.
So if you have to land with it that way. So, but yeah.
So when Patrick or Philip, I can never remember, our friend that's a paraplegic,
yes.
when he
Patrick
jumped
Elrath,
into Panama,
I believe
he had a mortar?
mortar plate,
Mortar plate.
and it was actually attached to the top of his rucksack.
Okay.
Where its bottom.
Oh, right.
Front,
How heavy are those?
Pretty damn heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, 80, 100 pounds, 150 pounds.
Okay. So you guys are landing with the chute, mind you, but with that much weight on you. And when he landed,
I'm not sure exactly what happened. I know that the conditions on that jump were not optimal,
no.
and I think the few aircraft were off course. I'm not 100%
Yes.
on that.
Well, I know that when he did land,
He had to ride his rucksack in with the mortar plate.
right, and then it went up through his
think
legs
so,
and
yeah,
pelvis and
yeah.
paralyzed him. Yeah.
Yep.
And then when your jump, the one you got injured, 1997.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You were jumping in less than optimal conditions.
Yeah.
It was still here in the States,
Yep. And low altitude.
low altitude,
Our aircraft was at 500 feet.
and
There was zero illumination, so there was no light.
conditions were terrible.
Oh yeah, we had 35 knot gust winds.
Visibility,
None. That was a Holland monster.
Off the board. You're off to the bonus.
and remember your experience at all from that?
I mean, I know what happened. I mean, I came in, hit heel ass head, got knocked out. I mean, I had a partial malfunction from a weak exit, and I can only assume my rate of descent was a lot faster than everybody else. It's just there was no illumination. I couldn't even see my parachute. I didn't even know. But as I descended and finally gained canopy control, I went to go lower my equipment, and my lowering line never fully extended. It hit the ground that fast.
So you knew you were that close to the ground.
And I didn't have an opportunity to pull a slip. So I was coming in backwards, or I think to the rear right, rear left, whatever, but at an angle. And next thing I know, I'm waking up being dragged across the drop zone. And I was in immense pain.
How many casualties were on those?
Now I never went to the airborne ops meetings or briefings, but
As far as I know, that night.
I was told that on an average airborne operation, you need to accommodate for, I think, 30% casualties. That night, there were over 60, 70% casualties. It was a mass tac, Jurtex, a joint readiness training exercise for some dignitaries or whatever. They wanted to see the capabilities of the 82nd Airborne doing a nighttime airfield seizure. Well, when those people come out, they don't reschedule. So if the jump's scheduled, pretty much you're going to jump.
No matter what the conditions.
No matter what the conditions, because like I said, they don't want to come back. They don't want to come back for a do-over. So, but I mean, shit, we get free medical and all that. So if we get fucked up,
Yeah. How's that working out for you?
now pretty great. But yeah.
Thank you for serving your country.
Thanks.